Right, so today we are going to create a top tips page on watercolour. So I'm going to show you how we lay out the page and present the top tips. I'm going to go for 10, try for 10, and I'll see how I get on. So I've just added in my title like we did last week. I put a ruler line in, I've put top tips, and then I've just styled the writing slightly differently for watercolour, so it looks a bit more watery like watercolour is. I'm now going to list out here 10 top tips for watercolour, and where I can I'm going to add a little drawing too to emphasise the top tip. So I have just drawn out 10 lines using my ruler so I can have equal spacing for each top tip, and I'm going to number them 1 to 10 and I'm going to write them up. So this is what I've done so far. I've got 10 top tips. Have made a mistake. Don't worry if you do, it happens. I've done the first 5 as a clear sentence. I've left the last 5 for you to complete, or you can choose your own. I'll talk through the ones I've done already. So number 1, you will need a watercolour palette, brush and pot. Number 2, make sure your brush is clean before painting. Number 3, check the brush has changed colour before painting. That's when we painted it. We kind of turn the brush up like this to check that the brush is definitely the colour we want. Number 4, when adding water, make the colour shiny, not a puddle, when we're using the palette. Number 5, carefully paint up to the lines. Number 6, to change the colour, ... So I'd like you to try and complete that sentence, or you can choose your own. To mix the colours, again, can you complete that sentence? Number 8, if the paintbrush gets too wet, you can you tell me how to fix that problem? Number 9, if the colour is too light, you can. And again, can you tell me how to change that problem? And number 10, if the colour is too dark, you can. And again, can you tell me how to change that to fix it? If for the last 5 you'd like to put something else in that you find is a good top tip for watercolour, and then please do. And if you want to do more than 10, if you have lots of things in your head to share as top tips, then do that as well. To complete this page, I'm going to style my title, and in these white spaces here, I'm going to add in some equipment, maybe some watercolour palette drawings or some paintbrushes, and I might even see if I can make it match. If I've got some space here, I'll see if I can make it match what I've described to finish it off, and then I might maybe add on a little kind of a pattern or border on the bottom here. But I'll see how I go, and I'll show you when I'm finished. Okay, so I have filled in my spaces with some drawings that link to my writing. Again, only if you have space to do that, because you might fill up the whole page with your facts. I've then also added in some details here, which I'm going to add colour to. You can see I've done pencil and gone over in fine liner, so I'm going to rub out those pencil lines, and I'll show you it completed in just a moment. So here we go. This is quite finished. Now I could add in some more colour down my numbers. I could add in some more colour details to my paintbrush, but I'm hoping this gives you an idea of what you could do for your presentation. So it is a top tips page, but as in art, like it should be. Presentation is really key to make it interesting and fun for someone to look at. So writing is important, that would be the first stage, but the detail makes it have that arty flair to it. So as always, please upload your finished work to Teams, and I look forward to seeing these. Thank you.